go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He will wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo.
Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming. Yes, let's enjoy Krishna.
OGEbeats.com.
I like that word, enjoyment. Hare Krishna, just admit it. We all like to enjoy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Amy, hey, welcome. Madhusudan, Diego, everybody, thank you for coming. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Let's do another one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Ranga, welcome. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga 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 Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gauranga Gauranga Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gauranga 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Purchase your tracks today.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. No words except Hare Krishna. Unbelievable. God. What a long time it's been to know who I am. I'm the servant of Lord Caitanya, servant of Radha and Krishna, servant of the servants. That's it, man. Sanatan Dharma. That's it. Simple. Easy peasy. Hey, we made it, man. We arrived. Hey, what else is there to attain? What else is there to see?
God.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
This is it, man. This is summum bonum. This is the supreme boner. Summum boner.
You're naughty, Guru.
You've also had
Drama.
This is the erection. Where it's all going. The supreme erection.
Oh God.
The supreme climax. Whatever you want to call it, man. This is it, man. There ain't anything beyond this. Who is that there? Looks like oh. Yeah. Hi there. Nice to see you there.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I could say I could be better, but I don't think it's possible. But tomorrow you probably will be.
Nice to talk to you.
What?
Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, nice to talk to you. What? Where are you from? Are you from
Nigeria?
I thought so. You have that natural, natural vibe. The enlightened vibe, the natural vibe. Yeah, I like that. Just
Thank you.
yeah. Those are the people who know God.
Yeah.
Just naturally know God. Simple. Yeah. Yeah. That's why she can vibe with this a little bit. It's the same vibration.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you taking care of that guy?
Yes.
Oh, he's lucky to have you. Watch out, he's cantankerous.
You know that already, though.
And he's very controlling. He'll just tell you what to do.
I don't mind.
He'll start ordering you around. Give me this, give me that.
I understand him better.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, he's lucky to have you.
He's a nice man.
Yeah, he is.
There you are.
Yeah.
Nice that you see that.
He's got a good heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you ever heard of Lord Caitanya?
Have you ever heard of Lord Caitanya?
No.
No.
No. Okay. I'll read a little bit about Lord Caitanya.
All right.
Lord Caitanya is, he's the God of Nigeria. He's the unknown God of Nigeria. Actually, he's the unknown God of of all the planets. Of all the planets. He's an intimate relative of Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, you didn't know that. She goes, oh.
I'm a Muslim.
What?
She's a Muslim.
Oh, he's an intimate relative of Allah.
Allah.
Yeah, Allah, you're right.
Very close to Allah. I know I'm not supposed to speak the name, but okay.
All right.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
Where's the book? Oh, there it is. Majja chapter 9, page in this book here, page I'm going to read a pastime of Sridhar. I like Sridhar. I like Sridhar because Lord Caitanya likes Sridhar. Whoever he likes, I like. That's the secret of getting the mercy is you have to hang around the devotees till you acquire a taste for what they like, because what they like is what the Lord likes. And when you get to that point, that's called self-realization. That's called getting the mercy of Lord Caitanya. See? The mercy of Lord Caitanya is attraction to him. Okay? And that is the greatest boon of all, is attraction to Lord Caitanya gives everything. It's the ultimate, first of all, it's the ultimate path. It's the ultimate happiness that ever increases, forever increases. You know, and it's the greatest treasure, greatest purification. It keeps you happy in this world. You know, it's the ultimate wealth. You know, and it gives you everything else that these people are looking for independently in this world, and never attain satisfaction getting it. You know, you'll never have enough power that, you know, the material opulences of Maya makes you want to go after the illusions. You know, you'll never have enough power and be happy. That's why they always want more. You'll never have enough wealth. It's not, you know, it's not enough to have 1 billion. You see, the billionaires, they have to have more than 1 billion, right? They have to have 2 billion and more, 3 billion, 4 billion, 20 billion, and it's never enough. They always want to have more than their other billionaire friends. See, everything in this world is like that. You know why? Because it's like that spiritually. You never have enough of the Lord. You always want more. Because he's the ultimate wealth, but he's transcendental. We become transcendental. We become liberated from his illusion by this attraction. This is the greatest wealth you can get here. This is the greatest wealth that we're sharing with the world, is this attraction to the Lord. See? Because your wealth will increase unlimitedly and no one can take it away. You notice how everybody's trying to protect their wealth in this world and everybody's trying to steal it? If you have a lot of wealth, there's always people trying to steal it. You know, even on the internet, there's always hackers, you know, trying to steal whatever you got. What, you know, Jesus, you know, I'm just preaching like Jesus preached. They all preach the same thing. When you find that the pearl of great price is this relationship with the Lord. This what you see here is the greatest treasure in the world. It's the stuff you read about in the Bible, but it's not explained. It's not even shown in the Bible. All you hear is Jesus talking about the parables of the pearl of great price. But what does that mean? Nobody knows. You know what it means? Come here to this Sangha and you see what the pearl of great price is this relationship in action between a devotee and their Lord, just simply by chanting God's name. You see, the name of Krishna is non-different. You see it because because nobody sees it. That's why nobody even gets it, because they all speculate. Oh yeah, they say the word. Yeah, the name of God is non-different than the Lord, but they don't realize it. So you're beginning of realizing that you see a devotee who realizes it. You see a devotee that is simultaneously one and different than the Lord. You see it in action. You see it in life. You see a realized soul.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Come back anytime. Yeah, you see it in action, man. What did Jesus say? What I have done, all men must do. You must all have this relationship. Otherwise, you're just doing religion. You're just following the Pharisee path. You're just following the Brahmin path, the sannyasi path. People are all confused. Like one devotee was a big long thing about Sanatana Dharma and completely the wrong explanation about it today. I had to correct it. He did this big long explanation about what that ISKCON is, Varnashram Dharma, and Sanatana Dharma. ISKCON is Sanatana Dharma, and Varnashram Dharma is Sanatana Dharma. See, this is what they do. Nobody knows anything about what things are as they are. It's not the explanation of the acharyas, but they act like acharyas, like everybody knows. Sanatana Dharma is what you see here. And this is the whole problem. People don't see a relationship between a devotee and their Lord. And you see that when you chant the holy name in great ecstatic devotion. There's the guru, man. Guru means the teacher, right? What are we here to be taught in Krishna consciousness? We're here to be taught how to be a devotee of the Lord on the ecstatic platform. So doesn't it take a teacher like that to teach by example, to show what it's like, to say, hey man, do you want this kind of relationship? Do you want to be like this? Do you want to be surrendered to the Lord, where you're just a little slave and servant of the Lord? Does that look good to you? I mean, that's what it is. I'm just here to make the Lord happy. That's it. It's his happiness. You see here, you think it's my happiness? Yeah, it is now, because I just like what he likes. That's it. We're just mirrors for the Lord. When you realize Krishna, you're just a mirror for the Lord. And that's why you don't see this so often, because the Lord very rarely reveals himself. He only does it on the mirror of the devotee when he gives the order. You notice we got the order in 1996. This is God, Thomas Jefferson. See, God is this is Satchidananda. The quality of God is ecstasy. You want that? Are you ready to surrender to that? Do you want to surrender to the ecstasy of the Lord and to be his mirror in the world? And when people look at you, you could say what Jesus said, when you see me, you're not seeing this me false ego. When you see me, you see ecstatic bhakti. When you see me, when you hear me, you hear the conclusive truth of realized person. Are you ready for that? We're making people like that. You want to be like that, Tom? Are you ready? Are you sure? One way, no way. No, you can't back out of it and go and develop that separate self again. Where God is all the way over there in India. And you're all the way over here in Belgium or wherever you're at. No, he's, when you go to bed, he goes with you. When you go to the bathroom, he really goes with you. And when you go, he's going. But it's great. That's what I'm learning. I realize, wow, man, I can get behind this every day. Let me surrender a little bit more to this, Lord. I'm starting to like you. It's they're not like being close to you. It's I can think I can trust you. It's only your Maya that screws us. The Lord is cool, man. It's really great, man. And you see, this is real family. We're all related like that to that Lord. See, we're part of His. You think it's just words when the Bible says, when God says, "You're my people." Yeah, you want to, and but you got to be a devotee to be His because you'll realize everybody is His people. But in illusion, you don't have devotion to the transcendental truth of the Lord. So therefore, you don't realize it. You think, well, it's just me and my immediate family, and everybody else there is others. They're not part of this family. See, people, look at the elites. They think they're wealthy and everything. They are so poor, they can't feel this connection with humanity even. That's poor, man. That is really cut off. That's really dark. That's really unfortunate. That's a disease. Even Lord Krishna called it. When he called the demons, he says this Kamsa, and that it goes for all the demons, they're the disease of our family. See, the disease. He said it's our family. He's a disease. It's a disease. That's why he comes when the disease is strong. The disease is really strong now. So he's coming, man. He's already here. He's in our Sangha. He appears in the midst of our chanting. He's doing all kinds of stuff behind the scenes. He's helping, wake people up, bringing the consciousness up, because it's the 100th monkey effect starting with us. What do you think happened with Jesus? If Jesus didn't come with that consciousness, you think millions and people would have experience of the Holy Spirit and that elevation of consciousness? It's only because Jesus came. That's how rare these beings are. And the same thing with us. You think we would be even coming to these realizations if Lord Caitanya didn't manifest here and his devotees? No, this is all coming. Look how many. Part of it is the devotees who are just partially awakened to the Vaidya platform. There are millions of them. This is all because it started with Lord Caitanya coming again.
No, it's you.
Well, no, as far as, that started. And so then Prabhupada, our line comes.
Yeah, you open it out first. You open the out first.
Well, this is for this stage. See, for this stage, where that's our part. We got to play our parts. So our part is to bring people onto the spontaneous platform. So, but you gotta, you have to teach it, and you have to have some, not just, I'm a Raganuga spontaneous devotee, but you don't get to. We'll just talk about it, But we're not going to show it. We'll just use the words, crying school and purebhakti.com, but no pure bhakti coming. Well, here it's purebhakti.com. See, it comes here. Man, if it's not coming, there's no real happiness, right there, Lalita? Everybody wants it to come, right? You nasty minds. Guys got dirty minds out there. No, not her. River's got a dirty mind.
Extremely. It'll blow you away. Oh my God, you opened the mic.
Yeah, so anyway, this is where it's at, man. Yeah. Okay. Lord Caitanya, the Lord of Vaikuntha, was sitting on his throne. His body.
You still didn't say what page, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, sorry, 348. 348. Lord Caitanya, the Lord of Vaikuntha, was sitting on his throne, his body covered with sandalwood paste and nicely decorated with fragrant garlands. One of his dear servants was fanning him. Another arranged his hair. Some others were preparing betel nut and offering it to him. Many more were dancing in ecstasy around him. Isn't that a nice description of Lord Caitanya? They said, he's sitting on a throne and he's the Lord of Vaikuntha. But this is the form of Lord Caitanya, but he's also Narayan. Everything is within Lord Caitanya. That's why he's the best one to get. See, the Christians, they don't get this level, this understanding, unless they come here. They got to be open to some shiksha. Otherwise, it's like they're just still sectarian, like, oh yes, only Jesus, he's the only son, he's God, and also the Son of God somehow or other. We don't exactly know, but there's no other. Everything else is false gods. Everything is still sectarian, a sect. It's not inclusive. You can't see how it's a puzzle that fits together so nicely, so perfectly. That's conclusive truth. That's why I'm here, man. I love conclusive truth. Man, I love ecstasy and I love conclusive truth. And we're just here to draw people who also want that or like that. It's nice to know what's going on. Who likes to be in the dark? That's the whole problem. The demons want to keep people in the dark so they can control them. And manipulate them and keep them in ignorance. Wow, what a great, that's how they get their jollies off. You see, that's a very low grade happiness for those, they're devotees in the mode of ignorance and passion. It's very ignorant to be like that. Okay? And then the demigods, they're also in the darkness of speculations. They have some piety, and they think about others better, but they still have their motives, and they always want the cash before they'll give you anything. They want their sacrifices. I'm telling you, man, they're not. This is why this is the only place to be, man. This is where devotees are, man. They like to give because they feel they get by giving. Give and it shall be given unto you. That's what this others, even the good people, the New Age people, like this one, for example, the New Age people, it sounds good and they talk the nice talk and everything. Like there's like now that things are coming down, I thought, well, maybe there's some land we can get in part of a community or something and live off the land. That might be a good thing while this is going on. And so there's one guy advertising, the New Age, and they have all all that, their philosophy in the New Age and everything. But man, you want to be part of the group? They're all like this. They all want big dollars, man. You got to be rich to be part of their thing. See, demigods, rich. Or you're going to be poor, they're one of their they're not like devotees. Everybody wants to make money. They got an angle. It's always about money, or it's always about material wealth, all the way up into the heaven. It's so rare to find a devotee who's happy just tasting the nectar of the Lord's transcendental body. That's the only way we're going to become unmotivated. The Lord wants to give that to us, and that's our method of purification. He's given it to us without even being perfect first, that they're teaching. Oh, you want prema. Oh, you want all that we don't even know. Oh, well, you better do austerities to get it. You can't get it that way. Look at Devaki and Vasudev. They did austerities to get pure bhakti. 60,000 years. And they only got a drop. They didn't get what the Vrindavan residents got. 60,000. Who lives that long? And Lord, do you see why Lord Caitanya is the most munificent, the most magnanimous, the most merciful incarnation that's ever graced this planet? And he's given us that ball. He's given us that grace. And naturally, devotees want to share it with others. All they have to do is agree to accept the gift. That's the hardest part, is agree to accept the gift of this association. Come into the association of devotees and get spontaneously purified. Yeah, you don't have to be perfect. You can still watch your Netflix, but don't stop watching this stuff. You know, if you just do that and you give this up, oh, you'll be bewildered. I do I go out, I do things, I have my coffee. I'm just an ordinary person. But I don't neglect this. This, I just keep going deeper, deeper. I could imagine if I stopped coming here, I would just stop. It would just stop. I would have what I have, but probably the Maya would start rolling in like a fog, because you got to do devotional service. You got to be with the devotees. Why do you think the Lord had a family? They stayed together forever. This is the inner circle. Yeah, so the Lord wants to give the greatest thing as a gift, this love of God. That's why that's the whole thing here, is to share, is to relish this happiness that we do, and to share it. The Lord gives us the ammunition. You know what the ammunition is? The realization, the revelation, the ecstasy, the empowerment. See, the understanding, the real knowledge, and we preach that. And whoever's attracted, because some people, they think, wow, that makes good sense. Wow, you mean we can get so much? Yeah, and you see why you have to show that you got it? You have to show that you got wealth, man. And because if you don't have this wealth, you can't teach what real wealth is. You'll probably say, oh, real wealth is Varnashram Dharma. Are you kidding? Compared to this? Are you insane? That seems like insanity to me. Or $1 billion? Nobody here that has this real revelation of Krishna would even trade this for $10 trillion. That people don't know what real wealth is. It's a mind blower what real wealth is. And Maya does a very good job hiding it, but Gohari Das and his friends are going to do a very good job exposing it and show people what real wealth is, what real power is, what real control is, to control the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When I call him, he comes. He knows better than to stay away. Now that's control. Klaus Schwab can't do that, right there, Ranga? Klaus Schwab can't call my Lord, and he won't come. He doesn't like people like that. He leaves it to the one-eyed Lucifer, the guy who's half blind, he's a pirate guy, the stealer, the plunderer, Klaus, he's a worshiper of the one eyes over there, the Illuminatis. The Illuminati, what kind of illumination is that?
It's a book.
He wants to kill everyone.
That's a glow, man. Well, it's part of the Lord's plan.
No, there's only one Illuminati here, and that is Gora Hari Das. He illuminates us all, and that's the only thing. As soon as you give over it, and you give over to him, and you give it over, and you think that's the man, and you follow him. It doesn't matter whether you follow him like I do or like anybody else does. Everybody does. Yeah. And you really, you get rid of everything. You throw it all away. Yeah. And you just got so much wealth from Krishna. Comes in here.
Yeah.
Out of the ether.
Yeah. Krishna wants to give the wealth, man. He wants to give it to us.
Yeah. We take all mine away, so you can have it. You can have it. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. Jesus said it's your Father's pleasure. See, he said your Father's pleasure to give you the kingdom of God. He gave it to Jesus, and by the mercy of Jesus, he gives it to others. And that's the parampara system. That's the way it's God's system. and if we engage in it, but you can't get this from people who don't have the wealth. Come on, man. It's like people coming around and say, we're bread vendors, and their basket is empty. See, the reason for that is illusion. Still, it's called religion. You got it. The bread is the bread that Jesus talking about, the bread of life. That's the name of God. God's name is the bread, man. And you got to have, but to partake of that bread, to really know what it is and to savor it, to relish it, you have to get the gift that comes through our Sangha here. Otherwise, it's just, you look at it, people, it's just religion. They're going around doing ceremonies, making a big show, all that energy, all that work they're doing. And look how easy it is for us. We just kick back and chant holy name together in ecstasy. And the sacrifice is perfect. This is better than 1,000,000 sacrifices of following rules for 1,000,000 lifetimes. This is better than Yudhisthira's 100 horse sacrifices that he did. This is better than Prithu Maharaj's horse sacrifices to God. This is so much better. Yeah. See, the Lord is looking to be worshipped with feeling, with the transcendental feeling awakened. With this understanding, see, this understanding that comes from the ecstatic worship. This is what's lacking in this world. If people come and realize that by the realizations of the devotees. See, there's two types of Bhagavats. One is the book Bhagavat with these realizations. The other devotee with those kinds of realizations in the book. And they explain it and they expand upon it and they clarify it and they magnify it so you really get it. There's no other way. You need both to get this. If you want pure bhakti, you got to have the revelation and the realization, but you got to have very deep ecstatic devotion to have such a revelation and realization. Otherwise, I look at people's realizations by how much they got, how much they can give, or what kind of authority, what kind of teacher are you? Oh yeah, I'm a teacher and I just here, all I know is the rules and regulations in my traditions and I can just give that out to others. Okay, well, that's good. We do better here. Yeah, we're here to canvas for the, like, don't you want something more wealth than that, than just a bunch of rules or ceremonies? Wouldn't you like to know what real Krishna consciousness is? Wouldn't you like to know who Krishna really is? Wouldn't you like to know who Radha is? It's very important to know who she is and what she is, what her qualities are. Her qualities are what you see here, the ecstasy. This is what gives this revelation and this power to preach it and the power to be a touchstone to transform others. Otherwise, it's impossible. People are trying to develop this revelation, this understanding of the kingdom of God by austerities and penances, and like Brahma was trying to do. And it took him some 100 celestial years, which is more than 60,000. And see, Lord Caitanya came to give it on a platter. That's why, hey, I'm really committed and what do you call, like, fanatical in the sense with this. People need to know that. I mean, God, it's just, they're just dreamy, they need to wake up. It's like the people now, they're trying to wake you up on the internet, right? Oh, come on, wake up. Can't you see what the demons are doing to you? Don't you see they're not really working for you? Can't you see the government cares diddly squat about you? Wake up, wake up, wake up. They're doing that, right? And Goar, he's also a waker-upper. Right? I say, don't you see both parties? Don't you see you're both asleep? Wake up completely. Why not? Why partially? Why take so long? You wake up, from the motive, like believing in passion and ignorance, teachers who are tricking you and lying to you, like the devil types. and then you believe in the speculator demigod types. And let's finish the whole thing. Why step by step, many, many lifetimes? Like Prabhupada and Narayan Raj were teaching very slow little baby steps, and after many lifetimes. No, let's get prema now. We want prema now. We want full awakening now. Don't you? Raise your hand if you want everybody to fully awaken and make it a golden age, and that everybody knows God like we do. Raise your hand. Raise your voices. Oh, but watch out where you are, It depends on where your location. I got a great location, man. This is the best apartment I've ever had, man. Because of one reason, not because of the balcony view, which is nice. Not because I'm 2 blocks from the beach, which is nice. Not because it's very cheap for where I'm at, which is nice. But because I can yell and scream and roar when I feel like it. Without putting a lid on it. Yeah. The passing of the entire day and how the darkness of the night went unnoticed. Then suddenly realizing that it was night, the devotees got busy lighting up the lamps and offered them in worship. Actually, you read a little bit there, Lalita.
Okay.
We need a few laughs here.
Oh, I don't promise anything. The passing of the entire day there?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, thank you. Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. The passing of the entire day and how the darkness of the night stole in, went unnoticed, and then suddenly realizing that it was night, the devotees got busy lighting up the lamps, and they offered them in worship at the lotus feet of the Lord. They began to perform kirtan, playing cartels, gongs, conchas, mridangas, drums, and strange instruments. The Lord continued, sitting in a benevolent mood, but he remained silent in spite of the various activities of the devotees. Devotees, they offered different kinds of flowers at his lotus feet and prostrated themselves before him, saying, "Oh Lord, protect me." Some devotees pray to the Lord with great humility. Others were singing loudly in praise of the Lord. Jubilant calls, shouts, and cries were the only sounds one could hear. It's like I'm there and I hear all these ecstatic sounds. During these moments, everyone in the assembly experienced such indescribable, indescribable and wonderfully elated feelings, and I felt. And I felt immediately.
See,
transcend-
that is the secret. Yeah, the secret of this elation is, you see, you have, like, if we were back there then. See, if we were back there then, you would see Lord Caitanya was there. People could see he had tremendous bhakti. He was, in the form of a devotee. He was, but they knew they had deep revelation because because of their bhakti. Therefore the Lord revealed so many things to them, and so they have this family going on there with deep elation. See, feelings that nobody had back then, unless you were a devotee. See, that's why the only way to pull this off again, where you get the same kinds of experiences like we have here, is because the Lord provides a real spiritual master, so that you can follow the process. And the Lord is so pleased; He gives you revelations. You use to show the real path and teach the real path, and the Lord is very happy about that. What does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita? To those who are preachers, there's no one more dear to me than a preacher. See, because you're simultaneously you're relishing this devotional service, but sharing it with people who are drowning in this ocean of Maya. Who's going to help them other than real devotees? But real devotees are very rare. So people can only usually help you partially. A little bit on some path, one of the pearls on Krishna's neck, there's some pearl. But here, look how great of help you can give, especially to those who are ready for this. This is how you finish it. Without this association, you cannot develop this kind of bhakti. People may come into this incarnation with some bhakti, but it's very hard to get through Maya's snares. Your bhakti needs to kind of be it has to be fertilized. It has to be watered. It has to have the right condition, the right environment for it to grow. Otherwise, Maya is always trying to provide the opposite, so she can snuff it out. That's why Sadhu Sangha is the greatest gift to the world. Anyone who leaves it is a great fool. This bhakti grows in this kind of environment. You notice Jesus had a congregation. St. Paul, St. Peter, they all had the congregation. The Lord provided brothers and sisters to cultivate this in. And now this is a great time because the Lord is doing the same thing, even though we can't, because of various reasons, spread all over the world, different places. We can get together on the internet. This is like getting together in the same room.
It's a chapel.
Yeah, over the airways. Prabhupada would love this, man. If he saw this kind of preaching, with these kinds of gizmos we've got here, all being in the same room on a live stream, with very little, I don't think there's any lag, because we got 5Gs here and all that stuff, as it's, maybe the Lord's, just, I don't feel so, usually I'm pretty sensitive to stuff, but I think he's given us good health, or better health just because of this energy.
Oh, yeah.
Gives us like some kind of special protection.
A power.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, especially, it's about vibration. When you're in just a naturally happy, blissful mood, especially on these, how can the vibration change? It just does nothing but good and benediction for you, for even your body. It's just beneficial, it changes things. Especially, yeah. So, and then you vibrate out that to others. So gradually, I can see that we're changing the vibration in the world, and it's elevating that vibration so that people can pick it up. Otherwise, it's very hard to pick up this vibration. Usually, Shukadev Goswami, he was wandering all over the earth. People couldn't pick up the vibration. It's just one guy, Maharaj Parikshit, who was already a devotee. Yeah, nobody paid him money. He just went begging and like this, and they treated him like an insane person. See? But from that Bhagavatam, so many saints came just from those two interacting. So that's Sadhu Sangha, and some other sages were drawn too to hear. And from that, many people were delivered, and we're being delivered from this. See? And we're also, because this is a shuka type thing where the parrot pecks into the fruit, it becomes sweeter and more realized. See? So that's what we're doing, and the vibration changes, just elevates more. Go ahead there, Lalita.
Yeah. I like what Janardana says, going to the chapel and we're going to get married.
Yeah, this is the chapel here. We're here this is the wedding ceremony.
During these moments, everyone in the assembly experienced such indescribable and wonderfully elated feelings that they felt immediately transported to Vaikuntha. In this way, the Lord exhibited the mood of supreme opulence.
See, Lord Caitanya is the supreme opulence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. In both ways of like the opulent manifestation, like really gorgeous, like being the God of all, the supreme, what do you call, all cognizant, all knowledge, all wealth, everything, everything comes from him. He's that, and he's also the sweetness, which is even
everything.
Yeah, which is even better. It's more.
The combination is perfect.
Yeah. Even I like the stories where he exhibits his imperfections, so-called imperfections. Like there's a great story of Krishna. It's like a joke, He gets he's ordered to become, because he gets to be the servant of Narada Muni. So Narada Muni has him cook his meals, and so he's cooking the meals, and nothing turns out right. Everything is, and so Narada says, "What is this? You're God, and you are the worst cook I ever seen. Couldn't even make the chapatis were all doughy, and so Krishna says, nobody's ever trained me. They're always feeding me. I never have to cook, so I never learned."
Of course, I spoiled. I spoiled.
You asked the wrong guy to cook for you there, Narada. Don't ask Krishna to cook for you. He doesn't know how. Man, nobody's ever showed him. All they do is feed him all the time. Ask anybody. What do? You ever have Krishna cook? Oh, no, we would never have Krishna cook for us. We cook for him. You can't find one person except Narada, probably. But then Krishna said, no, but there's not one person who ever asked me to cook for him. Even Mother Yashoda and Sachi Devi, Lord Caitanya never cooks for anybody. Yeah, he's always cooking for him, man, So you can't expect him to be a great cook.
Shall I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
In this way, the Lord exhibited the mood of the supreme opulence, whilst all the devotees stood encircling him with their hands folded in reverence. However, Guru Sudara behaved in a casual manner with his disciples, placing his lotus feet upon them. In this manner, he performed his transcendental pastimes, being in his munificent mood. Guru Sudara, he was ready to disburse boons to his devotees. And they surrounded him with folded hands.
Yeah, how can how if you see how can you not get boons by worshiping the Lord like this? This is his way. He's like dying to get worship like this. This is the kind of worship he likes the most. This is what draws the munificence out of the Lord. See, is this kind of worship. Automatically he blesses, just like Dhruva Maharaj, who attained intimacy with the Lord, even Narayan, even that level of intimacy. And the Lord came, he said, oh, I'm here to give boons, give boons to anybody. So the devotees, they just get boons. They don't even ask for the boons, and they get the boons. It's amazing how this is. This is why people are struggling in this world to live an auspicious life. It's a big struggle, to be righteous, to be in the mode of goodness. It's hard. But you know how it works here? Because of what is the munificence of Lord Caitanya is here, you become instantly righteous just by developing faith in what we're doing. The Lord considers you better than righteous. He even gives his very self to you, which a righteous person couldn't do. Look at the brahmachari. He couldn't attain what people are getting here. See, you only attain it by associating with his devotees who teach you how to enter the door. See, their word is the door. You go in through that conception and that understanding. Go right into the kingdom. You can see the kingdom through that tunnel. There you go. It's like you tunnel under the prison. See, this is this is the tunnel. You ever see people? They make tunnels after years and years and years. They make a tunnel. They're in prison, and then when they want to escape, they go in the tunnel and go under the prison and then out. That's Gurudev.
Absolutely.
You got a tunnel out of this. See, the devotee makes the tunnel. Jesus made the tunnel.
Yeah,
he tunneled out, and then he was in the prison. Then they go in the door, and then they can go out the door and preach. So he made this tunnel, and he said, "Okay, come follow me. Let's get out of here, man." Same thing here. Can you imagine? What if I didn't get through? What if I didn't make it through Narayan Raj? What if I was stopped there? I would be just to this day with my little white bead bag and white dhoti, with no revelation to realize it, because that's the way that was being offered there, is kind of a Vaidhi experience, or whatever obstacles. What if it stopped me from this? What if I stayed in ISKCON another 40 years like everybody else? See? So we got this, I tunneled out, and I said, okay, come on, the hole is there, And all you need is a person to trust them and to lead you out, right? That's where you guys have faith in these words, right? You're creating this tunnel. The words are the tunnel. Because as soon as the devotee leaves, if this is being preached, like when Lord Caitanya left, and then or the Goswamis also, when they started leaving, the tunnel starts to close. See? So that's the obstacles become on the path of pure devotional service. People lose the realization that all you need is to be with the ecstatic, loving devotees who are a real associate of Lord Caitanya. They can bring you to the level of ecstatic love very fast. People forget that. Well, anyway, we dug a tunnel again, and while we're here, as long as the parampara is here, see, people are making it already. Most people, the two really good devotees that we're with. I mean, I'm sure there are more, but the ones like Jayananda and Vishnujan, they left even before Prabhupada. It wasn't meant that they stay. They would have broke their heart if they would have saw what actually happened here. It's like Haridas wanted to go before the Lord. He didn't want to see the Lord leaving. And because if they were here after what Prabhupada and saw that, they would not have liked what went down. Many devotees left after Prabhupada. They just went and did their own worship at home, even to this day. A lot of people are very bitter about that, still. They saw what took over and everything. But anyway, that's, it's not something, I've been through it. I know what it's like to be stopped and to be retarded in your progress. I know all that. But man, it sure made me stronger, made me more clear. It's helping me to help others out of this thing. So, hey, man, thank you. All the obstacles are the servants of the Lord, and ultimately. Yeah. So everything we go through is helps. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here.
Can I say something?
Oh, yeah. Please do. Yeah.
When I met Lalita Madhava, I had a dream, and I dreamed about a tunnel. It's now that you talk about the tunnel that it comes back. I forgot completely. And at the end of the tunnel, there was a man with a beard waiting for me. Now I know it's you. I'm so sorry. He told me, how did he look like? I said, I don't know. I tried to paint him. I painted. It was 9. How is it possible that I forgot it? Forgot that dream completely. I'm silly as well. I know it's you. It's you. I was going through that tunnel. I only saw a face. I saw light, and then I saw a face of somebody with a beard. It is you. This was the goal of Krishna consciousness. But on the other hand, yeah, if you dive inside of ecstasy, you also dive inside of a beautiful tunnel.
Yeah, see, the thing is, you don't have, see, people, when they die, they say they go, so a lot of people, they have this thing where they go through a tunnel into the light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you go here, you do it here while you're alive. You don't have to go through anything like that. Go through it. This is the tunnel. You're going into the light, and that you reach the light here before you even drop the body. this is the great thing about this is you don't have to do this when you're at the end of your life, because we're going through the tunnel into the light now. The light manifests as, this frequency, this vibration. This is the greatest boon, is to be in this vibration that we're carrying in this world. Because people, this causes that ascension in consciousness just naturally, spontaneously. We need it. People need it now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What else there? Anything else you want to share there, Lalita? Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Ranga? Give us a word. Long time no see.
Hello. Hello, y'all. I'd like you to put your hands in the air like that and wave them out. Go on, Lolita. Hands
Shake
in the
it
air.
all about.
Yay.
It's good for my wrists.
It's so wonderful, this Krishna consciousness when you get I don't know, when you get some realization about what you are, what I am is nothing, absolutely nothing. And I don't want anything for myself anymore. I used to want everything for myself at one time. I just wanted to make people feel that this boy's got it, this boy can do it. But it's gone completely. It's all because of the teachings of Srila Gaura Haridas, who taught me these things. Because he never gets angry with me, or well, very rarely does he get angry with me. But in the usual course of events, he never gets angry with me, and he lets me just do what I want. And what I've wanted all the time is to be somebody who knows where he's going and can actually do what it is that it needs to do, and what somebody who doesn't need to show off, and say, "Oh, I'm great, aren't I?" Well, I'm not, and I know I'm not, and it's very empowering being this sort of aware of your own capabilities and aware of everybody else's capabilities, and the capabilities that I can see in everybody that everyone seems to have a little bit of an edge to themselves, and this edge is going to be wiped off completely. Because when you got this edge wiped off, then you know what you are, and you're happy with yourself. Because I'm very happy with myself. My body's no good, but I'm very happy with myself anyway, and I can accept it as that. And that's all it is, really. It's just been. I used to say a long time ago. What was it? Know yourself. Try and be yourself, and that's the great thing about it, because nobody can actually be themselves until they've actually been through it. Once you've been through it, and you're getting all this information from you, and then this information will mean something that sticks into your head in certain areas. Before it just sticks in, just sort of slides on the outside. It's not really cemented in, but once you get to know yourself, it'll stick in. So I'm just very, very grateful to Gaura Haridas for actually putting the final coffin in my Vaidhi Bhaktiness and giving me Raganuga Bhakti, which is completely different. It's completely different from Vaidhi Bhakti. And when you learn to live Vaidhi Bhakti and actually embrace it, embrace your Vaidhi Bhaktiness, and you're not interested in getting anything for yourself. It's you want to give it out to everybody, and that's just it. And one thing about giving it out to everybody, you can't give it out to most people because they've all got on various stages. And when they're on a stage, they've got to go through the stage and work it, and then they're okay, and they can do it. So all I want to say is, although I'm not here very much, I listen to these video recordings every now and again, and I get amazing strength from it. And I can always see Krishna and Lady Radharani and Lord Caitanya and Nityananda with me all the time, and it's just wonderful, just really wonderful. It's wonderful. So thank you for being here for me, and I wish you all a great. I wish you all greatness.
Great. Well, thanks, Ranga. Thank you. Tom, give us a word there.
Well, to surrender to this attraction, to allow this to happen, just to it means everything to me now. It's like that I held back this living force, and now it's entering. It's all fulfilling everything. To allow this to leave my false identifications. It's just disappearing, and this grace, this mercy, is just it's really coming home to the place where I always wanted to come. Okay.
That's beautiful. That's great there, Tom. Yeah. It is. It's like coming home, isn't it? It's like finding home, and it's so natural. Yeah. So actually, the world is kind of like, in one sense, it's like training for coming back home, because we have family here, we have friends, we have government, we have, everything here is, but it's just a reflection. And this is so much better, because here we have our eternal family, we have our government. The government is basically Vrindavan. They would get together, they decide things together and stuff like that. They're governed by the love of God, love of Krishna. Everything becomes automatically auspicious. This is like here. This is the real example when people start to see, God, you guys are always happy. God, you guys are always like enjoy worshiping God. It doesn't seem to be like an austerity for you guys. No. This is our fun, man. We like to get together 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. Various devotees giving classes and have a party. Krishna likes parties. So we have parties in the world, but this is a better party. Yeah. These parties here, they're taught, you go to a party here, they're all, you ever go to a party, you can listen, go to the bars, they're all talking, it's all nonsense, right? Well, what are they talking about? That's all you hear. But here we're also, we're talking about things that make sense, the eternal truth is somewhere more satisfying. And we're also drunk, ecstatically drunk on the name. It's very good. So we're doing what they do there, so it's not foreign. You just do it, but it's more refined for connoisseurs. This is for connoisseurs, souls that are connoisseurs. This is the elite life, the high life. Not, those guys are not elites. They're not really. They're only elites in their own minds. We're not elites in their minds too. See, they're in illusion. Everybody's in illusion practically. Yeah, but actually this is an elite group. Yeah, this is an elite partiers. This is where the elites are partying here. And people are coming. Look, I got 20 people, man. This during the day. This is me. People are realizing this is the place to come, man. This is for the who's who of spiritual, real spiritual life, guys. Chop chop, Chief Jago. This is where it's really happening. This is where Radha and Krishna are working, and Lord Caitanya and the Prabhupada. Oh, he's really working big time here, man. He's having a good time, man. This is, he doesn't have to hold back here. So you see, this is all about just exposing the party, man. See, get rid of the ignorance. See, by their word, he is my Lord, the spiritual master is my Lord, birth after birth. By his word, he opens my eyes my darkened eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. See? People's eyes are dark all the way up into religion, all up into the even Vaidhi, Varnashram, Dharma. There's still a little darkness there. We just wipe that away. Just get our nice clean cloth, Krishna cloth, and just wipe away that darkness of Varnashram Dharma is Sanatan Dharma. No, come on now. No, there's more. See, speculation makes people miss the mark. This is why you got to go deeper. You can start in the speculating. Prabhupada knew, so get Vaidhi Bhaktas, they're all going to be speculating. They're going to all think they're gurus when he leaves. They're all going to speculate, all kinds of stuff. And see, but there's a time where this is Krishna's arrangement, for us to take Prabhupada's books and the Goswami books and explain them, so that people can see, wow, it's so nice. Yeah, this is the light. It's a conclusive truth. You just needed to hear it. And this is, it takes away your ignorance. Now you see Shiksha and Guru is not different. See, if you think Prabhupada is the only guru like that in that verse, then you're still going to be an illusion. Because even if you got the full realization with Prabhupada, which I don't think many people did. Even if you got that, if you would see what was going on here, you would see, you would be like Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda said, one who truly worships Lord Caitanya is my master. See, that's conclusive. Because if that's really true, if you're really worshiping the Lord on a very intimate, ecstatic level, then you're an empowered version of the Lord, and that the devotees consider that absolute, and this is there. Even the Lord thinks like that. When in the pastime with Lord Shiva, Brahma came up and gave prayers to Lord Shiva, and he says, "I see you as the Supreme Lord," because that's how intimate Shiva was with the Krishna. People don't understand these things. But they're all in the book, and we're here to preach this stuff so people can get into the kingdom. You got to go through the tunnel, my friends. Go through the tunnel now. You'll make it. Yeah. Otherwise, you may not make it into the light, like when you die. Here you have the guide. We guide you through the tunnel. So, my friends, I'm going to do the other secondary eating now. It's nice. I go on the scale, 3 pounds down again today. I like it, man. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, this one meal a day, man. See, don't say Gaur Haridas is not austere. If Krishna allows me, gives me the understanding and the ability, I can do it. Otherwise, on my own, I can't do it. I'm just useless. Okay, my friends, let's play the Fanny song, and move on with our activities. Like for yours, it's probably sleeping.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.